video. So what would I like to see? I changed setup stuff more than anything. I'd like to push your hips back a little more at setup. Get a little more athletic position like you were at shortstop. Or see how he's got more knee flex there, Langer?
Yeah.
I like to see the butt behind the heels.
Okay.
And so, for my money, I don't think it's quite there. But that's the only change I would make. You look pretty balanced otherwise. Takeaway goes. See how handsy that takeaway is? Watch Langer when he takes it away. This is an on-plane takeaway, one piece, no hand action. See how the club stays right on the plane? So when you take it back, we talked about going inside a little bit. So keep the handle pointed at wherever it starts. As you take it away, there's no change in the hands. The angle of the left wrist, a good drill, stick the club into your belt, turn your stomach, and that club should stay stuck right in your belly. So stick the club in your belly, now turn your hips. Yeah, that's it, right. So when the shaft is parallel to the ground, the club should be at 11 o'clock. So look at this. Here's the hands of a clock. You got 6 and 12, you got 11 and 5. 11 and 5, or 6 and 12, is where the shaft should be when it's parallel to the ground. See how the shaft's almost directly parallel to his toe line here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now that's pretty important. But that's not what you're doing. Watch where the club is when you're parallel. See how the club's way inside like we talked about. So the grip needs to be pointing more at the middle of your body when you take it back to that first parallel position. Yep. So like I said, that drill where you stick the club into your belly button, turn your stomach, and keep that club pointed right into your stomach. As you practice, that's a good drill. So then at the top, when the club gets inside, that's a much better position right there, Alan. Look at the top of your swing there. That looks great. See the shaft there for Langer. Now when he gets to the top, that looks a lot better at the top than I've seen. Okay, there's impact. So yeah, that's the more you use your hands on the takeaway and roll your hands and take it inside, the more you're going to use your hands coming down. So I think it's important that you work on that takeaway, and you're going to put a shaft on the ground. Put a shaft. Look, Alan, put a shaft. Let me show you here. Put a shaft right here on the ground at 11 o'clock. Let's call this 12 o'clock because that's 90-degree angle. Let's call it right there. Now when you take it back, I want you to match it up. The shaft on the ground with the shaft that's in your hand. So those two are perfectly parallel. Okay, you see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I do. I see that definitely. So it should be, or even if I, for now, I'm going to imagine right here. So the shaft should be right, you're saying right here.
Right at 11 o'clock. So let's look at this now. So this, take a look here. Come over here.
So this, you're saying like should line up like this, you're saying? I'm sorry. Just
so come over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so the shaft's going to be right there, just a little bit. Right at 11 o'clock. Again, you know what 11 o'clock is on the clock.
Yeah.
So the shaft should be pointing at 11 and 5. Right there. 11 and 6.
I see. Where are you saying this shaft? Which part? Which shaft are you pointing? What are you saying?
So again,
where's the point?
The shaft.
Oh, that point
this
there.
Is 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So 11 o'clock would be right there.
Yeah.
And the shaft would be right across your right toe. And then you want those two shafts to match up. And again, notice how he keeps the handle of the golf club closer to his right hip. He doesn't move the club out. The handle stays in. Now, where's that shaft pointed right there?
That would the.
It's pointed at the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
So your
like
club
this.
shaft is pointed out in the right field,
Right.
which means you've manipulated the golf club. You have done something with your hands to do that. Because by definition, if you do nothing with your hands, the club will always point in the same place.
Yeah.
The minute you do this,
Right.
you're using your hands, and all bets are off.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got to practice that takeaway. That's the only swing thought I want you to have.
Okay.